Terrain is a big part of grid-based SRPGs, Super Robot Wars being no exception. However, the overall usefulness of Terrain has diminished over the years of games. This is mostly in part due to the difficulty as a whole becoming easier, so you no longer need to take full advantage of Terrain bonuses. Now, these bonuses aren't very clear in regular gameplay, but there is a section dedicated to it in the tutorial section of Super Robot Wars 30. Super Robot Wars V, X, and T do not have this section, but the mechanics explained here should apply to these games as well. This section breaks down the exact percentage bonuses of each rank of terrain and weapon adaptivity. Admittedly, I wasn't that knowledgeable about certain terrain upgrades, as evident by my full upgrade bonus ranking video. I had made assumptions about the terrain adaptivity up option applying to both unit and weapon terrain. This is not true and only applies to the unit's terrain adaptivity. Check out the description of that video. I updated it to reflect the new rankings, among other things. And check out the pinned comment by Tricky. Thank you to everyone else that commented on my mistakes. Accuracy is the ultimate goal here on the channel. That aside, in this video I'll be going over terrain and weapon adaptivities. In a separate video, I'll go over the map terrain itself, movement, what certain tiles do, and some extra tidbits. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy. So there are 4 terrain types in Super Robot Wars: ground, air, water, and space. For terrain adaptivities, these are separated into 2 categories, the unit's terrain rank and the unit's weapon or attack rank. We'll cover unit terrain rank first. Ranks go from S, A, B, C, and D for unit terrain. The adaptivity will give you a bonus or penalty on hit and evasion depending on its rank of the terrain it is in. The breakdown is as follows. S rank gives the unit a 10% bonus to its hit and evasion. A rank is normal and gives no bonus or penalty. B rank gives a 10% penalty to hit and evasion. C rank gives a 20% penalty, and D rank gives a whopping 60% penalty. Rank and terrain adaptivities depend on the unit. They're pretty much based on how the unit works and whatever media they're from. For example, the Zendog from Knights and Magic is a great ground unit, and we've only seen it operate on the ground, so its terrain adaptivity for everything else is very poor. The ranks can be upgraded through equipping power parts, some of which grant units flying in addition to a higher rank in air, or the S adapter, which gives an S rank in all terrain and weapon adaptivities. You can also choose the full custom bonus terrain adaptivity up to increase all terrain ranks by 1. Some units will also get a change in terrain adaptivity when they get a mid-game upgrade, such as Shin Mazinger acquiring the God's Grander, granting it flight and a higher air terrain rank, though Shin Mazinger usually starts out with it in the more recent games. And that's it for unit terrain adaptivity, so let's move on to weapon adaptivity. It works much in the same way as terrain adaptivity, but each weapon or attack has their own ranks for each terrain. The bonus and penalty for weapon adaptivity is damage instead of accuracy. The breakdown is as follows. S rank increases damage by 10%. A rank is normal and gives no bonus or penalty to damage. B rank is 20% damage penalty, and a C rank is a 40% damage penalty. A dash in that terrain type means it cannot be used in that terrain at all. Rank and weapon adaptivity also depends on the attack in question, based on how it performs in whatever media they're from. So things like beam weapons do terribly in water, while more physical forms of attack will do much better. Weapon adaptivity can also be upgraded through power parts, like the aforementioned S adapter. Now, the terrain rank being applied to the attack is based on the space the unit you're attacking is in, not the space your unit is in. So if your unit is in water and the enemy unit is in the air, the weapon adaptivity applied will be air instead of water. Keep this in mind when attacking. 40% damage reduction is pretty harsh. And that's it for terrain and weapon adaptivities. I looked at each deployable unit in Super Robot Wars 30 and couldn't find any that had a D rank in anything. Worst they had were C ranks, which are usually in water, or air if they're traditionally a ground unit. There isn't a lot of stages with water, and they usually have enough ground to stay on anyway, so it isn't that big of a deal. Anyway, let me know what you thought of the video. I want to keep these mechanic videos pretty short and to the point so people can get the information needed quickly, which is why I'm making a separate video for map terrain, tiles, and movement. Also, spread these videos around if people are asking how certain mechanics work. I've seen a lot of misinformation or vague descriptions on certain ones. As always, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.